Alright everybody, welcome back to another episode. We're going to be finally entering a new area, the Mushroom Forest, just by running through and entering the area. We have a nice little travel animation or screen, and this is going to be your first new area, so there's going to be some more chests, more quests, more everything. The Mushroom Forest is a little bit more dangerous than where we started out in Mushtown. There is a lot more of these shroom guys. And then there's going to be some new enemies. There's going to be a lot of stuff to do and discover here. But let's start off right away with getting through and finishing our quest. So if we follow this pathway, which we kind of start off with, leads us right to the end of our quest, which we just got, which is a traveling merchant one. So I'm going to complete this one. And we see we have another quest that is going to be available for us right away. So if we talk to him again, you guys can see that he had his wagon wheel stolen and we have to go find it, which I'll show you that right away as well. This game is really easy once you know all the quests, and honestly, it might be a little bit more fun if you just kind of figure it out on your own. Kind of my reason for making this video is in the chest. There's gonna be like a million people in the chat. There's always millions of people asking the same questions. I kind of just want everybody to have a resource they can use to, find answers to these questions. So hopefully these videos will help you be able to get through it. So we have another chest right behind them here, and I'm going to start running to the left side of the map, where there's going to be the ending of this quest as well, and a more chest. We have another chest. We have a lot of chests actually on this map. And I honestly don't remember where all of them are, but to my memory there is another chest somewhere underwater here, which I cannot find right now, unfortunately. That's kind of embarrassing, but you're gonna have to trust me. Maybe we'll find it at some other point. There is another chest underwater, but over here on this left side of the map we have the ending to our first quest, as well as another useful chest and the travel to another area. So this is another mob that is available. These elder shrooms, they're kind of hit pretty hard. They're going to be part of another quest that's later on. We have another chest available right here, and then we have the ending to our first quest, which is this wagon wheel. If we go over and try to pick it up, we have this guy kind of saying this is the last source of happiness in his life, and then he goes and tries to attack us, which I guess those guys already took care of him. But now we have our wagon wheel in our inventory, and we can return it. And this is actually an entrance to another area, which we'll be maybe going in at a later episode, but basically it's going to be a mushroom grotto is the name of it, and it's just full of those mushroom dudes. And it's very useful for farming XP, as well as their beards, which is a quest item. And the chest, actually, I remember, is down here at the bottom of this lake. I'm really keen on opening all the chests because one of the chests will contain a item. As far as I know, it's random. We need for the treasure hunt, we need to search treasure chests to get this tablet for 0. So let's try to find that by the end of the episode today. So we talked to this guy. He has a wheel. He has some more rewards for us. As you guys can see, I have barely killed any mobs, and I'm already just got a new level. So it's nuts. You level up quickly. So this is kind of the main path. I'm gonna go on the right side now, see where the other chests are. You guys could see it's really easy to find chests at night because they light up, and it's a lot easier to find. But yeah, so this is the entrance which we came from, so let's head over to the right side, and start looking on the right side for the chest. So as we're doing that, I'm going to put in more points into my intelligence, as well as adding on another level for regeneration. For me personally, I don't really like the rock toss ability. I think it's not really useful. As you guys go on and level up and choose your main class, you're going to be getting a lot more useful abilities. You know, Rectos is maybe useful for the first like 8 or so levels, but it gets really quickly phased out, and it's better to just have a good regeneration ability. So over here's another chest. And yeah, it's just pretty much going through. I think we're actually going to be able to hit all the chests by the end of the episode. I do know there is one more chest which is located over here under the log. So it's kind of a common theme. Whenever you see a bridge, there's usually a chest under the bridge. And as you guys can see, we have this tablet of 0 which we just found. It's always random. It won't necessarily be in that chest for you, but it will be in one of the chests. Another chest which is going to be hard to find and get to, is the blue steel chest. Like I said in the previous episode, blue steel chests are one-time use. So any of those past chests that we've been going to, in 24 hours from now, I'll be able to open them again. Blue steel chest, the way you get to this one, which is only once, and this chest contains some useful items, which are subs, I believe, and something else. But you basically just do what that guy was trying to do, and you jump. You're going to use that mushroom to help you bounce up, and then you guys can see that there's that chest right there. So let's see if any of these guys get it, actually. I really doubt it. Ooh, actually, that guy was really close. Let's give it a try. No, I wasn't even close, and I just splatted. So I'm not gonna, maybe I'll show that in another episode. I'm not gonna spend my time right now trying to get it. What I do want to do before we go anywhere else is we're gonna head over to the clearing. This is the area right before we get into Nilgarth, and this area allows us to get another quest, which we're gonna need to get in advance. The reason we want to get this quest now is because it's just going to be a little bit faster. We don't have to travel back and forth. If we go through this clearing, you guys could see in the distance there's a guy with the exclamation spark, and that guy is going to be giving us another quest. We have another chest available for us right here. Cool. And let's talk to this guy. So what this guy wants is for us to go back and kill those, kill the elder shrooms. The elder shrooms are those big dudes. They drop beards on a rare chance, and we'll be able to, we need to collect 30 of those beards in order to complete that quest. So yeah, it's a good idea to get it now before we go back and travel all around the lands. We'll be able to have that be started right away. So right now I'm running back. I'm gonna go finish that 0 quest and finish the treasure hunter quest, and then hopefully show you guys another cool items location. So we talked about 2 different kinds of chests already. We talked about blue steel chests, which are one-time use. There's the wooden chest like this one, which is every 24 hours. There's also golden chests, which also are one-time use, but these chests contain really special items. As we go through this pathway, you guys can take up look up on these canopies. There's these houses. There's one house in particular. It's on this very, very large tree. It's right here, actually. All these... Get away from me. So all of these houses are kind of relatively low down. This one is way high up there. If you guys can get up there, there's a hat which you guys might have seen people wearing, which is the mushroom hat. And the mushroom hat, it allows us to have some special stats. The way you get up there is by trying to do what this guy's doing, which is you basically bounce on the mushrooms until it allows you to bounce up into that area. Let's see if I can do it first try. So I have one. No. Basically we're gonna go through and use the 3 mushrooms in order to help us bounce up there. So let's give it a few more shots. Nope. Helps if you zoom out all the way. And while. So I don't remember. I think this big mushroom is new. Basically the idea is you bounce up on this mushroom, then up on this mushroom, and up on that mushroom, and then that allows you to get all the way up into that building. So let's give it a few more shots. Maybe, ooh, this looks like a good one. Ooh, this is so high up. So let's see. No, oh, no. Oh, that was so close. Yeah, we'll see. I don't want to spend this whole episode just trying to finish this quest, so if I don't get on this one, I'll probably cut, and I'll show you guys what it looks like once you actually do get into the building. Yeah, so I'm gonna cut right now, and I'll meet you guys back in the building. Alright guys, we're back. I was actually wrong, so I bounced off this smaller one onto the orange one. You actually don't need to use this big one. It's kind of overkill. That middle one allows you to just get up high enough where you're able to get here. And then once I'm in the air, I just sprinted and I was able to get in. So in this area, it's a lot bigger on the inside, but we have our golden chest. Cool, so we have our mushroom hat. This is our first piece of armor. As you guys can see, it's not required for anybody. We have a +3 defense, and the cool part is we have a +5 jump. I personally don't really like this hat because you get this glitch very often with a lot of different hairstyles where it kind of messes up your hair. I mean, if it doesn't bother you, don't worry about it. It kind of bothers me, so I tend to not wear any hats that cover your body. So we got that out of the way. Let's head back to Mushtown, finish our quest, and then next episode I will be finishing our Elderbeard quest, and then hopefully we will be able to start getting into the clearing. So yeah, if you guys have the opportunity, please leave comments. Let me know what you think, if you want me to add any other details or go through anything else, anything that would be helpful for you, because I'm doing these videos for you guys. You know, I want this to be helpful, kind of like a guide for you to be able to go through this game. And as you guys, I mean, even if we look through possibly these chat messages, like this guy's asking how can you run, you know, just simple stuff like that. I want you guys to be able to use these videos as sort of a resource. And yeah, so there's also, this one's really hard to get, but there's another chest which you can get to, and the way you do that is bouncing up these mushrooms and trying to get up on the top of that section, and it's just like a chest. There's no real, like, for the amount of effort you have to go through to get there, I don't think it's really worth it, which is why I haven't shown it. But you know, if you're feeling up for the challenge, you bounce up those 3 chests and get on top of the cliff and you're good. Alright, so 0 gives us a weapon of attack. So this is finally an example of an item which is in our consumables. So there's 2 items actually here which we haven't had a chance to see. There is a strength potion, which if we go into our skill book, our skills, we have a potion for each type, so strength, intelligence, dexterity, vitality. So our different potions gives us a boost in that area, +4 for 10 minutes. So the potions, you get a lot from drops and from chests. I wouldn't really necessarily go out and buy them, or any potion for that matter, because basically you get them for free. There's no real point of buying them. And this is the scroll. So this one is our weapon attack scroll. There's a lot of different scrolls. There's ones for headgear defense, for armor defense, and then right now there's none, but I think in the future there's going to be some for the lower body defense. And these scrolls have different percentages. So this one is 100%. So 100% of the time, if I put it on my weapon, it will work, and it will give a boost to that weapon. As you guys can see, it has 6 upgrades attempts remaining, so I only have 6 tries. So I'm going to be able to put up to 6 of these scrolls on it. There's also a 70% scroll, so it works 70% of the time. If it doesn't work, what happens is it gets used, you get a slot use, so one of the upgrade attempts, but you know, you end up not being able to, like, nothing changes, so it's just kind of a waste. But 70% of the time it does work. So you get a boost, and it's a little bit of a higher boost. Like maybe this would be +1 or +2. A 70 might be +3 or +4. And then there's also 10% scrolls, and so those, as you guys might guess, they work 10% of the time. And if they do work, you get a really big boost. But what also is cool about them is they will have different attributes to them. So it might be a one for strength, one for intelligence, one for vitality. And so as you guys can see on my sword here, I have dexterity. So the only way you'd be able to get this, like in the real world, so to speak, is if the item either has it automatically, or if you get a successful dexterity scroll on it. So it'll be a 10% dexterity scroll, and if it's successful, you have a +2 or plus whatever dexterity it is. So it is useful if you want to have more stat points. It is very risky. And then the last type of item are curse scrolls, which are typically 60%. And so if it works, you get a random plus increase actually. If it doesn't work though, and that 40% chance it doesn't work, it blows up the item. So your whole item, the whole weapon or piece of armor that you're using, it just gets blown up and you will not be able to use it. It's gone. So that's all of the, that's kind of the quick overview with scrolls, and that's pretty much it for that. Next episode we'll be going and finishing some more quests and entering Nilgarth. So yeah, see you guys next time.